Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Rimworld. So, we have actually started off a new colony, and first off I want to explain why this is a thing. I apologize, especially seeing as in the last video I do think I mentioned why I wouldn't want to start a colony is because, you know, we just recently started a new one, so I guess for this video you guys are gonna kind of be stuck seeing the same type of things that we already did, but I actually think it was indeed necessary. Because yesterday a episode of Prison Architect went up, episode 10 I believe, and there were some audio desync issues with it. Once again, because to make sure I carried over the same saves that I'd been playing with before, I did it on my old computer rather than the new computer, which we are now playing Rimworld on right now. Basically, I'm fed up with that machine. I'm stuck. I'm done with any problems with that thing. So, us transitioning to this machine is just a way of moving into the future with Rimworld and, of course, Prison Architect. The only problem is, of course, that means we will have to delete the save. I don't know if you actually can just carry over save files or anything, but seeing as I went from Mac to PC, that just makes me even more positive that it wouldn't actually work that way. So, we shouldn't ever have any lag issues again, for one, and then there shouldn't be any more audio desync issues, because it's a completely new machine, and everything, I don't know if everything will run better, seeing as Rimworld is a pretty simplistic game, but everything should sure as hell look a lot nicer and run a lot better. I think I actually might need to change these things, because, everything actually seems a lot bigger in this version, which is really nice in regards to the text, because the text, I'm still playing in 1280 by 720, or at least that's what I'm recording it in right now, but the text is like a million times bigger, and I'm sure that's something that you guys will probably notice as well, seeing as it's something that's kind of stayed the same. I don't know if you actually can make these things a little bit smaller, because they do seem a little bit too big to me right now, but I'm sure that's something we will get used to in time. Like, look how much this one takes over. But as you can see, I have a character right here in the game. I actually did make my own character, send in my own character, so my guy should be able to pop up randomly in the game, because I spent like 45 bucks on this game when I bought it, and one of the pluses to that is that you actually can put your own character into the game. But I made this guy here and these two other dudes due to a suggestion that one Alex Dempsey suggested right here, who is also this butcher man right here. And this is also the other reason why we're getting off to a little bit of slow start before I build anything. I want to explain this. Alex Dempsey gave me a really good suggestion. I'm surprised I didn't think of it myself. Basically, what Alex suggested was, he was like, hey, why don't you go ahead and name a bunch of the commenters, why don't you name a bunch of the characters that are in the colony after the commenters? And then Cameron showed up and he was like, yo, that's badass, and I want in on that stuff. So of course I got Cameron in as well. Then, I presume what I want to do is I'll leave the rest of it to you guys from now on. You can go ahead and mention in the comments below whether or not you want a character named after yourself, and of course, what you would like to have the character named after you. Because obviously, each character actually has like 3 bits to their name. They've got oh, I guess actually we can't change that later on. I guess the only thing I'd be able to change is just Cameron from now on? The colonist nickname, the nickname for the colonists. Okay, so I can't change the main names, but I can change any other colonists who show up's nicknames. And, that actually really works especially for Cameron and Alex here, because, my name is Brendan Riley, and you can see it right there. But of course, my nickname is Egg, and, the nickname is the thing that actually shows up. So, basically what I'm saying is, go ahead and leave in the comments below what you would like your character to be named if you would like a character in this game. And obviously I won't like pick favorites or anything. I'll just try to base it off of what comments I see pop up first. So that's the way I'll try to handle it. And let's check out these guys. So I am incapable of plant work, but I'm a pretty good shot. 10 starting off, that's kind of really why I took this character. Also really good chef and crafting as well. But mainly I'm happiest about that 10 shooting with a passion for it as well, so I'm hoping that my character Egg there won't get any injuries. But he is also a psychopath, which means Egg has no empathy. The suffering of others doesn't bother him at all. He doesn't mind if others are butchered, left unburied, imprisoned, or sold to slavery unless it affects him. He also feels no mood boost from socializing. Oh, that kind of sucks that he doesn't get a mood boost, so I guess that's the negative. It's a psychopath. Cameron here is apparently a slowpoke. Apparently Cameron's a Pokemon, but we'll just have to deal with that. Incapable of nothing, has all these awesome stats. Not the best shot, but they'll become good later. Good at construction and good at growing, so Cameron's obviously going to be our grower. Sadly, there's the double passion for both cooking and crafting. Probably won't be all that necessary because I'll almost certainly have Egg here, so let's my guy do that. Then we have another actually I didn't read Slowpoke. What that means is that Cameron is going to be 12% slower, which immediately is going to be a little bit of a pain, but that'll be really interesting to have to experiment with later on when Cameron is going to get some heavy-duty armor and slow speed is going to become even more and more buff. I mean, no, not buff, nerfed. But the armor will be worth it, of course. And then we have Alex right here, who has bloodlust, gets a rush from hurting people, and never minds the sight of blood or death, and is neurotic. So will work harder, work speed plus 15, but has a lower mental break threshold, which is actually kind of nice comboed with the bloodlust, which means that obviously this Alex is going to be scarier, because Alex might have a mental break or is more likely to have one, but also won't get any negatives for blood or dead bodies. So that kind of balances out. Kind of balanced in everything. Sucks that research is 0, but we'll probably give that to Cam. Oh, maybe not, because I want Cameron to do a lot of growing. Well, that sucks. I guess our researcher is gonna be Alex at frickin' 0, who will also be the miner, seeing as it's 9. That's the main reason why I took Cameron, I mean Alex right here. Seeing as they've got 13 for melee, we might not want to use Alex for shooting much, and try to have Alex go around and flank him with his fisticuffs, beam him up like that. So let's go ahead and give everyone a weapon. Since Alex is not very good with shooting, we'll give him the Lee Enfield, and then the other two can get the pistols, so they could use those well right off the bat. And then let's get to building our base. I think what we are going to do is build one right here for a number of reasons. Like, look how much space this is all occupying. This is so new. I'll have to look it up. I'll actually have to look up online and see how much space this kind of stuff occupies in everyone else's play, because these things are so big. I kind of like them big, to be completely honest. They take up more space, but it's also kind of nice looking in some regards. But yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off our base here with this geothermal generator. The main reason is number one, it's not all that far from another steam geyser over there. Kind of far, but not all that far. There's all of this metal nearby, so we won't need to get metal for a long, long time. And then, of course, who the hell doesn't want a beachfront property? We've got we're beach central right here, so, and like I said, who doesn't want to live next to the beach? So our colonists are going to be happy in their little beachfront homes. So let's go ahead and get our nutrient paste dispenser set up as soon as possible as well. And then we could go ahead and mark this as our wooden room, aka our kitchen. Ooh, this actually might, oh no, not a wooden door. That was weird. Cancel! I command you to cancel. I think what we will actually do is maybe we'll have our kitchen actually be longer going down. Oh, you know what? Our kitchen is just gonna have all metal walls, I think, because if we want to put solar panels up there, then we're gonna want the wall up top to be made out of metal anyway, so it just makes sense to just start with metal walls right here. So let's actually go ahead and plan for our kitchen to span out a little bit farther that way, so we can put the tables over there and go up. That means our base will kind of like poke out a little bit awkwardly, but you know, that'll be perfectly fine. How much room is that? That is not going to be quite enough for 2 solar panels, I don't think. Obviously, we won't need 2 solar panels for a very, very long time, but yeah. We wanted one more block down, so let's actually cancel everything going on there. We want one more block down so we could actually, if we put the solar panel, yeah, if we put the solar panels right there, then that'll be 1, 2, and then there's 2 blocks of space. Here, let's bring out a wall so I can actually demonstrate. There's going to be 2 blocks of space with a wall up top, which is obviously the way that I really like having those set up, because I've done it like that many a time before in the past. So let's put that right there. That's where the beach is gonna go. Then we probably would want the door right there. That means there'll be 1 wall right there, and then, 1 wall block right there, and then the wall going up right about there. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. That won't block too much of the beach to make it look ugly and separated from everything. Can we actually go ahead and also put down those wooden tables? Yeah, let's go ahead and get started with that. We can put 1 table right there, and then will the setup still look nice like that? Once again, I actually really wish there was 1 more block up. That would make it so much nicer, but I guess you can't always get what you want. Could just set up the tables like that, but I think, well, you know what? Let's cancel you, get our 1 table. We'll also cancel that one, and here's how we'll do it. We'll have 2 blocks of space right there, 2 blocks of space right there, and then we'll just have the plain wooden table set up like right there. Yeah, looks kind of weird, but that's the way we're handling it. That's the way we're gonna do it. It's like not to be dirty or anything. It's like the smallest penis with the world's biggest testicles on both sides. Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good start for setting up our base. We definitely also want to place down the wooden door right about there. We'll need to do a lot of mining processes as soon as possible, of course, to make sure to get rid of that right there so we won't have that indoors while we continue expanding our base to the left. The good thing about this setup of the base now is that if we really want to, we could put down some tile floorings outside, although I wouldn't want to do too much since we're right on the beach, but sand should not carry fire. Sand shouldn't carry fire very well, so I don't think we actually need to worry about any fires being caused back here, at least due to anything that wouldn't be our base, you know? Obviously the fires would be able to expand on our base in particular, but they would not be able to expand anywhere past that, I would imagine. So we want everyone to be a firefighter. I don't remember who our best doctor is. Let's actually go ahead and check that right off the bat, because that is obviously a very, very, very important one in this patch. Doctoring medicine. So we've got 3, a 0 with Alex. Oh, please tell me I'm good. And another 3. Ugh. That's bad. I think we're gonna make Cameron the doctor then. So Cameron, you are the doctor. Everyone will be marked as a patient. I don't remember who our best warden is, but let's handle the easy ones first. I'm going to be the crafter and the cook. Everyone will work on construction and repair. I believe Alex was... No, if Alex is the miner, then that means Cameron is also the plant cutter and grower, right? Was he? I feel like he wasn't. Oh, no, he has the passion for it, so I guess Cameron totally was going to be the plant cutter and the grower. I guess artist can also be me for now. That's everyone set up for that, and then I guess I will be research. There's a 3. Oh no, that's right. We want the one with 0 to be research. Alex is gonna be research. So Alex is apparently gonna be like the worst at researching in the world. Alex is just gonna be like, God, I don't know what to do. I have no idea what I'm doing here, but we're forcing Alex to do it anyway. So let's go ahead and make everyone a firefighter. 1. Doctoring can be a 1 as well. Patient, I'll mark all those as 2 once again. Obviously 1 for that. Cooking can be a 2? I'm not sure. Everyone can actually do hunting 1. I want everyone to be good shots. And construction can be a 3. Cooking should be a 3. Tied with construction being 3 for everyone. Repairs will also be 3s. Growing 1, of course. And then I think everything else from this point is pretty standard. Crafting can be a 2. Art can be a 3. And then hauling can be... I want hauling tied with repairs. So... excuse me. So that should be 3 for all, and then research will also be 1 as well. All right. we don't have the best colony setup in the world, but I definitely have faith in the units that we've got. I think all three of us are going to be very, very successful in all of our efforts, or at least I hope we will be. And maybe we could even conquer the world together. Maybe we could stop any diabolical baddies from trying to kill us and kill them back, I guess. So that's all that set up. We need power, so we could get the power conduit going right up about right there. Maybe not the smartest thing to have that right next to the nutrient paste dispenser, so let's actually put it right down there, since obviously that's not really going to be connected to anything. And then we could also get some orders to mine this all out. Obviously, mining might not be the best thing to get started off right off the bat, but I think we want to get rid of that sooner rather than later, so we can actually build the rooms over here without anything being in the way, necessarily. And that'll make Alex a better miner. Alex doesn't have a passion for it, so basically most of the tasks that I actually really care about, no one has a passion for. Like, no one has a passion for medicine, which is going to be absolutely awful. I really should have thought about that. We do have a small passion for growing. I don't know. I should have reconsidered checking all those before I actually set it up the way I did. And one thing I will actually mention, the reason why I didn't show off that whole process in this video is because I kind of figured I'm already I'm already kind of taking a step backwards in this video, starting off a new colony. So I didn't want to also kind of force you guys to have to well, watch me like create all the characters as well. I would rather just skip that step, you know, at least for the purposes of these videos. So let's get some wood walls going. Could have why did I put that so far up? We'll get some wooden walls going. We could actually probably just stick with metal, since we have so much metal on this frickin' map. But I think it'll also be good to get some wooden walls going for us. It won't be, Whoa, we could do stone tile right off the bat? I thought you needed the stone cutting thing for stone. Like, yeah, you can't make stone walls. That's interesting. I wonder why you can make stone floor, but not stone walls. But anyways, we need to get the research table up and online sooner rather than possible. I mean, sooner rather than later, especially seeing as food is probably going to be a much bigger issue than it has been in the past. Actually, not with that last colony. With that last colony, food was actually a pretty damn big problem, because I apparently am horrible with managing food in this game now. But basically, going back to what I was saying, food is going to be, getting the research table online sooner rather than later is going to be even more important than it has been in the past in regards to this colony. Mainly because of the fact, let's actually get Egg to not work on that. Same with you, Cameron. No, Cameron, work on that wall. I don't want anyone finishing that thing while it is still covered by a roof. So, just because I'm kind of worried that, it'll short circuit in the rain, and if there's anything that we don't want, it's for our geothermal generator to short circuit in the rain, because we obviously spent quite a lot of cash on that thing, so it would be very, very, very bad for us if that thing were to break. Oh, let's actually, this is gonna be weird, because we're actually going to cancel construction on the nutrient paste dispenser for now, simply due to the fact that I want to get the wooden floors completed first. We should also go ahead and plan to start chopping down some trees, so let's actually go ahead and select a bunch of the trees that we're going to want to chop eventually, marked for that. And then we'll also select harvesting plants, not a hell of a lot of them, but we'll go ahead and get those right off the bat. Because I think it's gonna be one of those things where if I don't keep an eye on that food issue, or us running out of food is really gonna creep up on me a lot sooner than I would actually imagine. And, obviously this is a really small detail, but I just kind of want to mention this because I just noticed it. Is it just me? Or did that rain look really nice? And the shadows look nice now. Now they're not like gritty and really awkward like they were before on my Mac for whatever reason. It may just be me. But I think this game actually is looking a hell of a lot nicer, due to the new computer I got. Which makes me happy. Hope it makes you guys happy. More visually appealing game, I think, or experience is something that I'd really want to give you guys. So hopefully that's something that seems apparent right now. So cool, we got some wood being a choppin'. A choppin'. That's my new phrase or something like that. I wonder if deer can actually come attack you. They almost certainly can. I wonder if deer can actually cause you any serious harm if your people get injured. We need to get that medicine in our base, though. So, because if we don't now, later on in the game, that's actually going to cause us a lot of problems. For obvious reasons. We're gonna really regret not getting that medicine into our base as soon as possible if we do not do so. So let's actually go ahead and start planning out where our kind of like drop zone is going to be. I think we will go ahead and I would like to place it in here, but the annoying reason for that would be all of the sands, because I want it to obviously, as I have in the past, be in an area where a lot of trees can grow. I think what we'll probably do then is plan for it to be right about here, so we could place one room right there, and then another room right there, or we could just skip a lot of stages and plan for that to actually be the stonecutters room. I think that would actually be a really nice setup for that kind of spot. And yeah, since there's gonna be metal walls all along the top here, that actually probably would be like the best kind of material for that room, or the nicest looking material to say the least. So let's go ahead and plan for that room for now. We'll have a wall going down right about here. At that point, I think we'll start swapping to wooden rooms. They'll go down right there. And then I think we'll make that the communications room. Getting the communications table set up this fast in the game would actually be an incredibly positive thing for us, because then we wouldn't have to worry about it. Obviously, actually, I should, though, be really concerned about having our people focus on getting research done. So let's actually have Egg here go ahead and get that research table done. Then I think we can actually distract ourselves with other tasks, because I really want us to get hydroponics finished. Hydroponics is a mucho grande big project. I probably just insulted all speakers of the Spanish language, basically in the entire world, so I apologize for that. We don't need the nutrient paste dispenser. Oh god, do we need the nutrient paste dispenser? We need colonist beds? I thought we had 3 of them. I thought I put down... Oh no, I got rid of one because it's in the hospital. Because I got rid of it so I could place the research bench. That was my bad. Okay, cool. We do still have some survival meals. Actually, quite a bit of them. Not a huge amount of, not a huge surplus of survival meals scattered around the map. We still have the ones that are airdropped with us. And apparently that's times 6! That's a lot of survival meals just right there. Yeah, that was just one pile that was times 6, right? Yeah, that's really nice. Because that's 5 of them right there, so there's actually more of them in just one single pile than there is right there. So I'm not sure if that'll be enough to actually last us getting that and the plants we'll harvest here. That should be enough to last that whole period. But of course that is indeed something I'm a bit scared of, with what I would like to say is good reason. I think I have very good reason to actually be worried about our food reserves, seeing as not just it's a good thing to always be wary of, but also because it's something that I obviously kind of struggled with in the last video. Hey guys, I thought that guy's name was Toxic, and I was about to be like, whoa, that is like the most badass name I've ever heard. Apparently, we can't even put walls in water. That's interesting. It's very interesting to know. Can we put logs in the sea? That'd be cool if you just put one log, like a log wall in the sea. You would actually make a little raft and you could float off into the ocean forever. I don't know. For some reason that sounds cool to me. I don't know if you guys would be into that at all. Maybe it's, for me really with my life, it's the simple things. Riding off on a little raft into the ocean, apparently that's like the most amazing thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. So I'm a weird guy that way. So, research needs to be completed. Who is our researcher? It's Alex. Alex! Gotta do research, buddy! Oh, okay, Alex is going to sleep. So I imagine once Alex wakes up, probably we'll get to work on that. We have Oh, and it's an escape pod! Yes! Hello, Douglas! Your name shall probably be changed by the next episode. So, your identity will be lost forever. And this guy's good. Medicine is 6. That's better than anyone else we have on the squad right now. How is his health? Pain is extreme, his torso is bruised, but everything is okay. So we won't have to give that dude medicine. Let's go ahead and take this guy for our own. We're gonna make him part of the gang. Chill in Chillsville or something like that with all the cool dudes with a lot of tude. So we'll put that right there. And then, sorry Alex, but you're going to have a bit of a rude awakening, seeing as we are going to set this one for prisoners. And then, since you woke up, probably, well, let's see how much rest. That's enough rest that you can actually go rescue someone. Alex's leg is hurt? His left leg has a scratch. Movement, a scratch scar. And your movement is like weakened. That makes me mad. Well, okay, I guess we're gonna mark that as a medical bed. First, let's go ahead and, no, not prison. I want to make it medical, which is M. First, we'll go ahead and actually, it hasn't been made medical? Make it medical. Yes, it is a medical bed, okay. So first, we're actually gonna have Alex. Alex is going straight back to sleep, and you know what, fine, that's fine, okay? Cameron, since Cameron is already halfway to this dude, let's have Cameron go about rescuing Douglas. Apparently, Douglas came down with just like one tiny bit of slag, which is kind of interesting. Usually people drop with a hell of a lot more of it. Or at least when like items and stuff like that drop, they drop with a hell of a lot more of it. So, Cameron is pretty desperately in need of sleep. Alex now is, why can't you go in the sleeping pod? Set as medical for colonist use. Owner, nobody. Medical. Alex. Rest until fully healed. Not injured? Oh no! Did the wound become permanent? No, it hasn't. Why can't I do things? Wait, it was... I don't know what's going on. Whatever. We'll just deal with that. Is anyone else actually injured? That might be a good thing to check right now. Egg is okay. Cameron is perfectly a-okay as well. This dude, like I said here, since all of his signs were like vital or normal, we're not going to do anything with, we're not going to give him any medicine. Gets food, try to recruit, doctor's care. Doctor's care is okay. We don't need to do anything else other than that. Cameron is the doctor, so I don't know why Alex isn't, able to take any treatments. I set it to medical. I guess just doesn't want to rest. We do have a local squirrel who has indeed gone crazy, bonkers, turned into Psycho Mantis or something. So let's go ahead and get our two dudes set up and ready right here. We could actually go ahead and also put them in a good defensive spot. Oh no, they're going for Cameron! Cameron, you must fight him! Fight him with all your might. Let's actually just go ahead and have everyone melee him. That'll probably be the best way to handle that, because I do not want anyone shooting Cameron on accident. The wounds that Cameron is receiving should, yeah, just a little bit of pain as of this moment. Left arm, bit squirrel, but everything's okay, and the squirrel is actually indeed dead, yeah. Is Cameron the really good fighter? Because Cameron kind of like destroyed that thing. Squirrels start beating him, and Cameron's just like, no, don't do that. Don't do that, you jerkwad, I hate you. Cameron does have a 7 for melee, so it does actually make a lot of sense. Alright, so that's one dead squirrel, which actually would make sense for us building the kitchen. I totally forgot! This should probably be the kitchen. You know what we could do? We could put the kitchen right there. Yeah, we'll just end up putting a door right there later on, probably another door right there, and then we'll just plop the kitchen right in there. Because I don't want... I like the setup that we're going for right now with our base, so I don't think there's any need to go ahead and actually, change things otherwise. So people are gonna get back to their mining tasks, doing their average old good work. Douglas should be recruited before too long, because Douglas, yeah, doesn't have all that high of a loyalty threshold. Douglas is indeed, in fact, even below it at this point. That's the thing, that's another thing that I forgot to check. I'm pretty sure everyone's, like, warden abilities are also pretty damn bad. Like, let's, social, where's social? Douglas is the best. Douglas is the one who I have marked, and Douglas has a frickin' 3. There's a 2 and a 3. Oh god. Okay. What is Wait, why did I say Douglas? That's me. Why did I say? Oh, because that dude's Douglas, of course. Cameron, social. I always forget where social is. 3 with no passion, and Alex, 2 with no passion. Oh god. Maybe Douglas is gonna be impossible to recruit. Oh my god, we need Douglas so much. Douglas is like the perfect guy. Douglas can be an additional grower, can be a miner, but I think we did have someone who did indeed have a passion for mining. I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was her mining. That would be a cool person in our colony. Yeah, so Alex is a 9 with mining, but might make more sense to make Douglas the miner when Douglas joins us, since Douglas actually has a passion for it. But obviously the big things that Douglas will be helping us for is 3 additional levels in medicine, which is a hell of a lot better than everyone else. Not amazing, but much better. And an actual passion for social, so we could actually get some good recruits going on our side, because obviously, seeing as it's so early in the game, that is very, very, very important to our success. So hopefully I will be good enough in, or my character will be good enough in negotiating with that guy. Am I also the researcher? Is Egg the researcher? No, it's Alex. How do I always forget that kind of thing? So when Alex wakes up next, we are definitely going to have Alex do research, because I definitely want research to actually get accomplished. Oh god. Alex is mining, that's why. Well, you know what? I think what that means is we're actually going to go ahead and cancel all of that. We need to do everything we can to get Alex to actually get started on that research, because it's freaking hydroponics. That much time took 10, so hopefully it won't take Alex too long. Like I said, Alex has 0, so I would understand fully if it takes 1,000,001 years to actually accomplish this task. But, you know, is Douglas good at research? Nope, also a 3. So basically everyone is complete garbage at research, but, you know. Hey! Alex already gained a level. That's good news. Wow! Wow, I guess the experience bar must actually greatly increase as time goes on, because I think Alex is actually going to be able to get to level 3 equal with everyone else in no time flat. So, man, what should we call this world? I should have thought about that. You know, let's just call it the planet of the eggs. So, planet of the eggs. Big old group of human-sized eggs took over the world, because somehow there was like a virus or something that made the eggs intelligent and somehow human-sized. And then the virus also made humans stupid. It was kind of a sucky thing for everyone. Okay, now that whole carpet is down, definitely want to actually put down the nutrient paste dispenser. Also means we should get that roof finished ASAP as well. Also, since we have that whole set up, let's actually go ahead and get that room that I was planning us to build done. So, how far does the room need to be? Let's actually go ahead and plan to build it first. I'll have it take up like that much space. Then we go to MISC, get the orbital trade beacon. Okay. Almost fits. So we need 2 more blocks down, and then 1 more block to the left, and that'll be a perfect fit for that kind of thing. So, cancel Hue, and Hue, put you there, and then bada bing, bada boom. Oh god, I totally forgot how far down the down blocks were. That's my bad. Was it right there? I hope it's right there. Let's actually cancel the orbital beacon so we can test the easy way by selecting it again. Yes! Yes! Perfect fit. That's awesome. Good setup for that. And then, of course, we could go ahead and also mark that as a zone for all of our stuff to be put in. I think we'll actually just do that in the next video, though, and for the time being, just get rid of all the areas that the orbital beacon is obviously, as always, not going to cover. So yeah, I think that's actually going to be it for this video. Once again, I really do apologize, guys, if any of you are actually fed up by us starting a new base, because obviously what that means is you guys are seeing a little bit more of the same, even though it's also a different colony and all that. And on top of that, it's preventing us from getting to the late game and seeing really cool stuff really far into the game and all that. And I apologize for that, of course, but also I will say, I think things are going to be a lot nicer using this computer. It's gonna make things a lot better for me, because in all honesty, using the old computer when I was worried about, like, errors, like, audio desyncs, or like, clipping errors happening during my recordings, when I was worried about that happening, it was really making me not want to play these games. It was really making me not want to continue on with Rimworld, and it was really making me not want to continue on with Prison Architect. So being able to play it on my new machine, where I know there won't be any of those really annoying issues, is going to make me a lot more happy, make me feel full and ready to keep on jumping into these games that I love, and continue on with the journey through them. So yeah! Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all next time.